Welcome and happy holidays from 2K Sports. It's time for NBA action. And tonight it'll be the Oklahoma City Thunder going up against the Atlanta Hawks at State Farm Arena. This is Kevin Harlan, and we've got Steve Smith and Greg Anthony at the table with me. And the fourth member of our crew, David Aldridge, our sideline reporter. So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Hayward out there with Williams. And there's Mr. Moves. Then it's Josh Giddey. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the one spot. And for the Hawks, in the backcourt, it's the stars Young and Murray. Down in the block, it's Okongwu and Capella. And it's Hunter in at the three slot. This should be a fun one, Greg. Two teams that are among the most athletic in the NBA.
And I don't know if it'll be a track meet, but it will be an up-tempo game. And that's the only way these teams know how to play.
So Atlanta will get the first possession. Here's Murray. Got a hand on it, and he recovers it. And the Thunder pushing it up now. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. And that comes off the assist by Giddey.
Smooth shot from Shea at the arc, letting his mechanics do the hard work.
Murray looking around. To the paint. Pass to Hunter. There's the triple. Here's Capella. Okongwu, the pass to Capella. The Hawks working the ball around. Hunter with it. Kicks it to Young. Down to 5 on the shot clock. In the corner, Murray with it. The tray. Sinks the three-pointer.
They finally hit one after missing 3 straight.
About 1 minute into the first quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Mr. Moves. In regard to the Thunder, they had to go through, Greg, a rebuilding process not too long ago.
Yeah, it was a tough couple of years, but they had a plan in place and did it the right way. They made some smart signings and created a very balanced roster.
And that one misses. Since moving to Atlanta in 1968, Greg, the Hawks have never been to the NBA Finals.
That is insane, Kevin. I mean, you think back to all the great players they've had, from Dominique Wilkins to now Trae Young. Hawks fans are hungry for a trip to the finals.
Here's Murray. No good there. Nice defense from Giddey.
They are out of rhythm, 1 for 5 so far. You just need to calm down and reward your matchups.
Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Capella kicks to Murray. Back to Capella. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And one of the great rebounders in this league, Clint Capella, plays that role as well as anyone.
Greg, on a per-minute basis, few players are better. Sharp anticipation, works at it, and many of his points come from the offensive glass.
He's off on the first. Steve, thinking back to the 2018 draft, Atlanta made a trade that day with major ramifications.
Kevin, yes, they did. At the core of it, it was Young for Doncic. It might have been easy to second guess at first, but Young has had an enormous impact on the Hawks. You have to love the strong foundation Clint Capella gives his team. He's incredibly reliable in the paint on both ends of the floor.
Mr. Moves off the mark there with the three-point shot. Hawks have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Murray, the pass to Young. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. And powering into the first week of the new year. Here's a brand new look at the power rankings. You look at Atlanta. They've climbed all the way up to the 2nd spot.
And I look at Oklahoma City. They've blown away the so-called experts' opinions. People who didn't realize how high their ceiling really was.
Here's Mr. Moves. In the game against Boston, very impressive. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Hayward outside, inside. Here's Mr. Moves. The basket good off the assist from Hayward.
And this is why you gave Hayward big money, not just a scorer in this offense.
And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Hawks. Trailing by 2. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
Yeah, facing that hostile crowd, they just found a way to kind of tune out the noise and focus on the game.
What was beautiful, it was a tremendous game plan coming in. You saw the execution and you saw the results.
Looking at Oklahoma City, they took the win in their last game against the Celtics.
Yeah, and I think the perimeter game is what helped them in that one. Consistent from out beyond the arc.
We talk a lot about shot selection, and we saw why. You want to avoid empty possessions.
Murray, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Young, no good. The Thunder have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Pass to Mr. Moves. Elbow shot. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
That's just good basketball. Can't ask for a better look.
The Hawks trailing. Murray outside. Now the pass to Young. To the inside. Capella. Rebound by Williams. The Thunder have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Pass to Mr. Moves. He dishes it to Hayward. Giddey kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Despite his slim frame, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is showing enough strength to take the hit and complete the play.
Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
A nice shot by Young.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
For Oklahoma City, they've gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Giddey the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
And watch out for SGA going to the basket. He will put it on your head if you're not watching.
Capella kicks to Hunter. Young pass to Murray. Young sets a screen for Murray. Tries it from 19. Pass to Young. Capella with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. And the dunk by Capella.
It's a joy to watch how active Capella is on offense, fighting for the boards and saving that play.
The Thunder with the lead. Passes to Giddey. In the corner, it's Hayward. And that comes off the assist by Giddey. Giddey's got his 4th assist in this one. Atlanta's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Murray against Giddey. Here's Young, and it's blocked by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And this is active defense. Gilgeous-Alexander hustling to alter that shot. This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
So it's the Hawks now. 6-point game. Their last encounter was in Oklahoma City where they were able to handle the Thunder.
Not a close contest either. The last time they got together, everyone in the rotation played solid and the bench was the difference.
Great scoring output from that second unit. Such a luxury to have that extra ammunition.
And so it's Oklahoma City with it after the missed 3 from Trae Young. Oklahoma City moving it around. Out to Hayward. Shot clock at 5. No good from outside. The Hawks shooting 31% here early on. Not getting the shots they'd like. Young drives in, and he lays it straight in. Young's got 7 points.
Great at penetrating inside. Once Young gets a step on the defense, he explodes toward the bucket.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder. So both teams making some changes here. A chance here to rank the top rookies in the NBA. The race for the Rookie of the Year. How about these guys, huh? What a group. Well, you look at Mr. Moves. He's been a big-time contributor for his team so far. And, you know, we're right in the thick of the season, and he's one back of the top spot.
And with more or less a half a season behind us, he has shown what unlimited potential he has.
And wasting no time tapping into it. He's number 2 right now, but he has a shot at being number 1 if he can string together some big performances.
Here's Mr. Moves. He has 5. Williams gets the bucket.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
1:12 left to play in the first quarter. Murray, the pass to Bogdanovich. No good with the triple.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Driving to the basket. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And now it's an 8-point Thunder lead.
I mean, sneaky when he moves around the floor. Holmgren takes you out of the play, slips past, and just rolls to the hoop.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Bogdanovich looking around. Pass to Gay. Down low. Here's Fernando.
This is who you want leading that play. A sure passer with great awareness.
.34 seconds left here in the first quarter. And here is Wallace. No scoring in this one. The kick out to Williams. Here's Mr. Moves. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush, perfect.
Working hard, beating everyone to the ball. He does this night in and night out.
Here's Fernando. A three-pointer off the mark. And so it's Oklahoma City in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. Back right after this. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Oklahoma City.
Right now, it's their passing game, and it's been on point. Doing a great job of moving it around and getting the ball to their shooters.
Also, they're getting into the teeth of the defense. Points in the paint, something coaches always love to see.
So for Oklahoma City right now, we've got Lou Dort, Mr. Moves out there with Chet Holmgren. Then there's Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Joe in at the shooting guard position. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Mr. Moves in that last game against the Celtics looked like he was on a mission. He added 18 points, and he was all over the glass in that one, with a season high in rebounds. And not only has he been great, the team is clicking right now. Now, his play has been a huge reason why they're playing great. We'll see if they can keep it up. Guys?
Excellent, David. Thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
And that's what every player has control of, his level of activity. It allows you to impact the game even if the shot isn't falling.
The Hawks making a switch here. Matthews is checked in. Wiggins is checked in for Oklahoma City. When it comes to the essential components of a winning team, GA, how much importance do you place on veteran leadership?
Kevin, I think it's important. You want a few guys in the locker room who've seen it all. Players who can keep the ship steady if the team kind of goes awry or has a tough stretch.
Now here's Griffin. After Lou Dort's miss, Young finds Griffin. Outside Matthews. And the pass to Bogdanovich. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Outside, Dort. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Young. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
And he's frustrated. That's a shot he can make in his sleep.
Griffin dishes to Bogdanovich. Is it to Fernando. Just 3 to shoot. 3 from Matthews. Dort grabs the miss. The Thunder leading by 5. Griffin on the double team. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Hits it from three-point range. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 10.
This is why SGA is a focal point.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Pass to Mr. Moves. Hayward a screen on Okongwu. A pass to Hayward. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
That's why Hayward is considered a complete basketball player. He certainly can get up for these alley-oops.
The Hawks trail by 8. The pass to Capella. The dish now to Young. Knocked loose. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. Here's Giddey. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
They're doing it by building it out, step by step, valuing each possession.
Giddey against Murray. Pass to Young. Lets it go from deep. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
And they're shooting really well from long range this quarter. They should keep looking to the three-point shot for some extra offense.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for Oklahoma City. They've led by as much as 10. And again, it's Oklahoma City.
Shooting at a high clip, he's found ways to get quality looks.
Greg, isn't it amazing the way Gilgeous-Alexander has polished off his game?
The footwork, Kevin, is impeccable. 3-level scorer, makes every shot imaginable. And what's scary, this guy still has another level to get to.
And so here is Oklahoma City following DeAndre Hunter's three-point attempt.
And great job from beyond the arc this quarter. They are now shooting the three at almost 60% for the game.
The Hawks trail by 12. Passes it to Capella. Bounce pass Young. Capella with the bucket. Capella's got 5 now.
Beautiful work inside. Capella putting his hard hat on and going to work.
On the wing, Giddey. Pass to Mr. Moves. To the middle. Wants to get it to Holmgren and does. Yep, it counts. Holmgren's got the lead up to 12 now for Oklahoma City.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Murray against Giddey. Now here's Murray. He's guarded closely. The shot is good. It's his second bucket in 5 tries.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
He's checked in for Trae Young. And a switcher also for Oklahoma City. Williams, he's checked in for Holmgren. .158 left to play here in the second quarter. Hayward outside. Here's Mr. Moves. Capella covering. Here's Mr. Moves. Rebounded by the Hawks.
Empty possession, and you don't want to miss these easy looks.
There's the pass to Hunter. Rebounded by Mr. Moves.
And he's going to have a hard time shaking off that miss. Everything was going right. The dunk was lined up beautifully, but not to be.
Williams gets the bucket.
Love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They came in focused and they've executed.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thank you very much, Kevin. Oklahoma City is a franchise that has to have patience. Coach Mark Daigneault said there's no schedule. That's the biggest thing. There's a way of operating that we're very confident in and that we're going to bet on. And that's developing, having a good environment, and trying to play a style that scales forward. We're just going to keep our head down. Kevin, back to you.
And keep going straight ahead. All right, D.A., thanks. They get it back. Mr. Moves. And another shot. Missed it, even after all those chances.
And they bumped this quarter. He's trying to shoot his way out of it.
The Thunder leading by 10. The kick out to Williams. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Giddy the pass to Mr. Moves. 5 to shoot. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot, and the shot goes in. Williams has got the lead up to 12 now for the Thunder.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
And so that's the end of the first half. Thunder lead by 12. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime.
Thanks for tuning in. We love the mountain climbing, don't we? Well, there's a huge mountain to climb for the Atlanta Hawks.
To me, for them to get into striking distance, they've got to be better on the boards. And Shaq, you know I hate to say it, they could use you out there right now, even at this age. I'm telling you, you could go out there and help these guys.
Thanks, Kenny. I think.
And we've got some trades being made around the league. Always a compelling story.
I think John Collins will fold seamlessly into this rotation. Obviously, his scoring and rebounding are big, but his attitude on the floor, man, that will also benefit them.
Yeah, he's aggressive. Always seems to be on the attack. Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here tonight, guys.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
Outside, the wings are Murray and Hunter. Down in the block, it's Okongwu and Capella. And it's Young in at the point. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Yep, that one goes.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Murray dishes to Young. Inside. Thunder with the rebound.
Huge challenge at the rim. The defender could not have played that any better.
Shot's good by Williams.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
And the Hawks with possession here. They trail by 16. Next game, they'll take on the Pacers in Indianapolis at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. That'll be the first half of a two-game trip.
An exceptional, clever passer. Trae Young won't sleep on a wide-open guy.
About 1 minute played here in the second half. Williams passes to Mr. Moves. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
3 straight to begin this half. Couldn't have drawn it up any better.
To the inside, Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
Defensive breakdown. Murray attracts attention as a scorer, which opens up everything else.
Oklahoma City leading by 15. Pass to Giddy. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Bubbled by Murray. It's stolen by Capella. The 15-footer. Murray, no good.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Got that bucket in no time at all. Hunter's got his first points of the night.
Knows how to create off the dribble. DeAndre Hunter also good at getting to his spots.
Hayward passes to Mr. Moves. Hayward, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Trae Young.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
The Thunder shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good.
And how about the winning mindset Hayward brings to this team? He's done it at every level, just goes out and competes.
And he makes both free throws. Atlanta with the ball. 15-point game. Young taking his time here. And he drives in. Yes, that goes in. Young's got 14.
Leave it to Young to run up the scoreboard. He loves attacking the defense.
And Trae Young may have taken it personally that he was drafted 5th in that stacked 2018 draft.
And GA, that draft was full of superstars. But you're right, he's played the most NBA games out of the top 5 picks in that draft.
And coming out of halftime, Coach said they wanted to start fast. How's 4 for 4?
Young is double. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. Down low. And Williams gets it to go on the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. 15 points for Williams.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
And Atlanta calls their first timeout of the game. Already a lot of talk about who's going to take part in the three-point contest this season, and here's a look at the players most likely to make it.
And so many great shooters in the NBA these days, and these guys, quite frankly, the best of the best. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a scoring record broken in this year's competition.
And you look at Young, he's going to need to leapfrog quite a few great shooters if he's going to be a part of the three-point festivities in All-Star Weekend, but, you know, maybe he can do it.
I mean, anything's possible, especially if he has a few big games from beyond the arc before All-Star Weekend. That'd give him a nice bump in the voting.
And we'll keep you posted as we find out more and as we get closer to the three-point contest once we have our final list of official contestants.
Yeah, it's going to be very competitive. That's the one thing we all know. We've got an incredible group of long-distance shooters in this league right now.
And it goes down 2 points. Young's got 16 points.
Definitely undersized, but Trae Young has heart.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. Bogdan Bogdanovic, he's checked in for Atlanta. And the Eastern Conference has been fun to watch. A lot of focus as always this year. And as we hit the midseason surge, let's check out the standings and how they're shaping up. Taking a look at Atlanta. And not a surprise, really, to see them sitting there in that #1 spot in the conference. The excellent brand of basketball they've been putting on display lately has been terrific.
And right now for the Hawks, they've been on a tremendous run this season. All the pieces were in place coming into the year, and they haven't missed a beat. Great chemistry, great coaching, and potential to do some great things in the postseason.
Right. They knew teams would be gunning for them night in and night out. That's only fueled their commitment to putting a great product on the floor.
And so it's Young who brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks. They trail by 18. To the paint. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. Pushing it up. And Giddey gets it to go. Giddey's got his second basket. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Thunder.
Their activity has been at a constant level. Always around the ball, quick hands causing a lot of steals.
And also, guys, they've been showing how dangerous they are in the open floor. When they see a chance to get easy points, boy, they just jump at it.
And the Hawks with possession here. The Thunder making the shot. He gets it in there.
And this team's struggles are not his fault. He's putting in work at the offensive end.
Oklahoma City leading by 18. Passes it to Giddey. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got his 5th rebound in this one. And Bogdanovic kicks to Young. Lets the 3 fly. Offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Bogdanovic. Drills it from outside. Bogdanovic has got 10 points.
So quick. Get Bogey the ball. He'll knock him down.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, DeJounte Murray grew up in South Seattle. He said a lot of stuff goes on. It was rough. But NBA veteran and fellow Rainier Beach graduate Jamal Murray tried to help him. Murray says, always stayed positive with me and my family. He'd say that kid has a chance. And every summer we play pickup. I knew I could be okay if I stayed working. Kevin?
And he did. D.A., thanks so much for the report.
Unselfish, moving the ball. Love to see this kind of offense.
The Hawks trail by 17. Young outside. Puts it up. Rebound by Williams.
Everything worked except for the outcome. You want him to shoot that every time.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Mr. Moves, and he gets it to go. Mr. Moves got 4 points in the quarter.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Atlanta calls timeout.
Yeah, just looking to tighten up their defense in the paint. They've got to be better.
It's a matter of want to. Helping out, contesting shots. You have to want to make the effort.
So for the Hawks, Bruno Fernando's checked in for Clint Capella. Griffin comes in for Hunter. And it's Mills in for Young. And the Thunder making a change here. There's 1:47 left to play here in the third. Griffin dishes to Mills. Murray the pass to Fernando. He kicks it to Bogdanovich. He takes it in and right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting.
An absolute sharpshooter with this quick release. Bogdanovich gets it to go.
2 open that time. Made it look too easy. Holmgren's got 8 points. Greg, we were just talking about Chet Holmgren, and he's a lot tougher, I think, than his frame might indicate.
Physically and mentally, he does not back down. In fact, he's often the one who initiates contact. You think you're going to bully him, he's going to try to bully you.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Williams. Gilgeous-Alexander looking around. 4 on the shot clock. The pass to Holmgren. Tries it from 19. And it's Griffin with the rebound. The Hawks trail by 17. Here's Murray. Rebounded by Joe.
I can see he's pressing a little now, trying desperately to help them shrink this deficit.
Dort passes to Joe. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Out guarded by Murray. And here is Dort. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Holmgren. Takes the 3. No good on the shot. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. Their transition game has been in full effect. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. And Oklahoma City, looking who they've got to start the fourth quarter. Chet Holmgren out there with Wiggins. Then it's Lou Dort. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Joe in at the 2-guard spot. And here's Bogdanovich for 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. They led the game at 1 point by 20. They'll be off to Brooklyn for a meeting with the Nets after this one. That'll be the second on the road in the midst of this long 4-game road stand. Wiggins, a screen on Bogdanovich. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander over Young. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. 17-point game. 3-pointer. Here's Fernando. That shot, no good. Wiggins with some nice D. Oklahoma City has gone 6 of 10 from 3-point range, up over 50% for the ball game. Here's Joe. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Young. The shot's good from Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 22 points.
Look at these numbers. There's a reason SGA is one of the best guards in the NBA right now.
Here's Bogdanovich. It's good, and it's his sixth make against 11 attempts.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Let him decide whether to shoot it, whether to pass it. He's your catalyst.
Making a switch here. Hunter's checked in. Mr. Moves checked in for the Thunder. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Young, no good.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
You know what he did? He timed it well and did a good job of contesting without committing the foul.
How about the floor awareness by Gilgeous-Alexander? Solid at just spotting his open teammate.
The Hawks trail by 20. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. And he's good on the three ball. 19 points in the game.
Yeah, that's a great shot. Third three of the game for him, first in this half.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Lays it up off the glass. And the Thunder lead by 19.
And upping the intensity, SGA forces his way through the contact.
Atlanta's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Team seconds. Substitution on the court.
Bogdanovich left side. Inside, Fernando. That ball, nice feed that time from Bogdanovich.
Not just a scorer, Bogdanovich shows excellent feel as a playmaker. That was a nice find.
The Thunder leading by 17. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Mr. Moves. Atlanta with the rebound. Fernando's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
So I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
For your Hawks, Griffin, 2 shots.
First free throw is good. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. The Thunder have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. And Gilgeous-Alexander gets it to go. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Bogdanovich passes to Griffin. Here's Fernando. The kick out to Young. The Hawks again can't hit.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Mr. Moves passes to Gilgeous-Alexander from 13, and it's in off the backboard. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 13 points here in the second half alone. Now a timeout called by Atlanta. What do you think of the league's most recent CBA, Greg, that 7-year deal just signed?
Oh, Kevin, the NBA and Players Association both need to be commended. Labor peace through the rest of the decade. Most pro sports don't have this kind of stability.
Get loud, fans! On the court is your Hawks ball!
So for the Hawks, Clint Capella, he's checked in for Bruno Fernando. Okongwu comes in for Griffin, and it's DeJounte Murray in for Bogdanovich. Murray finds Young. Young is doubled and stolen by Hayward. And now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander, the fast break champs. The Hawks trail by 20. Passes to Okongwu. Now Hunter. Murray left side. Rebounded by Mr. Moves. Mr. Moves got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Hayward a screen on Young. And there's the drive. Here's Mr. Moves, defended by Young. Just 5 to shoot. For 3, Hayward knocks down the 3 ball.
Entering the league, this is where Hayward had to improve, and he has. Tremendous touch now from range.
Hunter with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Murray up on top. Paxton coming off the assist from Young. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. Smitty, we know the league is very balanced right now, but which division would you categorize as the best?
You could argue the Pacific Division, but I like the talent and upside of the Atlantic Division. You've got Boston, Philadelphia, New York, Brooklyn, and Toronto.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Shoots from 12, and he hits the jumper for 2. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 15 points in just the second half. Young against Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Murray. He can't hit that time. Nice defense from Giddey. The Thunder leading by 23. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Mr. Moves. Hunter with some nice defense.
I'm not sure what happened on that play. May have relaxed a little bit once he got to the rim.
All right, the NBA already has a team in Canada, a G League team in Mexico. Could we see a team in Europe, you think, Steve?
Kevin, we've had games in Paris, London recently. It'd be really hard travel-wise on these guys, flying all the way over to Europe.
First one falls for him. Hey, Smitty, in the playoffs, it's rare for an 8th or a 7th seed to make it out of the first round. But what about a 5-game series for just those kinds of matchups? You know, 1 against 8 and 2 against 7.
You know, it wouldn't be bad, Kevin. We had those type of series when I first came into the league, but I don't think they would change since we have the play-in tournament. I think rounds 1, 2, the conference finals, and the NBA finals will stay 7.
Wallace looking for an opening. Here's Mr. Moves. Holmgren kicks to Dort. Here's Mr. Moves. Dishes to Holmgren. Here's Wallace. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
3 points.
Oh, nice job there from Holmgren. His guys appreciate when they're open, he gets them the ball.
Here's Young. 1:39 left to play in the final quarter. Feeds it to Capella. Pass to Okongwu. A putback with the tip. And Holmgren pulls it down. On offense, here are the Thunder. They're on a 12-4 run right now.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Thunder.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And so it'll boost this year's win total for them to 29.
And you know, this is a win they wanted badly, guys. They did not want to get swept in the season series.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
You have to focus on the steals he came up with. They were huge factors in the end result.
Takes it inside, and the dunk by Holmgren.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
It's called killer instinct. It's one thing to be close at the end. It's another to finish.
Murray dishes to Okongwu. Young outside, the three, hands it from downtown.
I like that play. Get Young something in rhythm.
.34 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And there's the pass to Mr. Moves. Holmgren with a screen on Capella. Here's Mr. Moves. 5 on the clock. Holmgren with a screen on Capella. Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession.
Unforced errors. These are the kinds of things that break momentum.
Murray outside. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And that about wraps it up. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. We'll see you next time.